Hi, this is Ryan Crosby with Ride Designs. I'm going to show you how to cut this cushion to fit a seat sling better. We're going to add bevel cuts to the side of the cushion. Say you've got your cushion and it's you found out that your seat sling on your manual chair is a bit too hammocked. It's too radiused, and this cushion's sitting on top of the rails and not really conforming to the seat sling. So I'm going to show you how to cut the bevels along the side to make that sit down in the sling better. All right, so first I'm going to get my yardstick and my marker. I'm going to use a silver, this is a paint pen, but you can use a silver Sharpie, works great. So basically you don't want to come up too high on the side, probably about 3/4 to an inch up the side, and draw a line across the side of your cushion. There we go. So we got our line across the side. Now I'm going to add a line here on the side, on the bottom, and this is going to be the bevel cut. So we're just cutting an angle cut across the side. I want to bring my line in on the bottom, however thick my seat rail is. So depending on the type of chair that you have, you might have a seat rail. If it's a folding chair, you might have a seat rail or a side frame followed by a seat rail on the inside. So you might have to cut in about 2 inches. This, I'm just going to go about 1 3/8 inches on this side, because that's how thick my yardstick is. And that will definitely work for a 1 inch side frame. All right, so connect my dots along my line across the front. So now I have that angle that I'll be cutting, my line across the side, and my line across the bottom. And I'm going to take my saw and just kind of follow those lines, try to line up my my handy turkey knife here with those lines as I cut down the side. Get my safety glasses here. If you can peel the foam away at the same time as you're cutting, that does help take the friction off the blade. It helps not to burn your motor up. I'm going to try to peel it as I cut. So now I have an angle bevel cut, and I just want to smooth those edges up. Stanley Sureform wood rasp works great. Just make long drags along that. Takes out any of the waves that you might have cut in there accidentally. And there's your bevel cut. You do that to both sides and that'll sit down into your sling better. On this other side, I'm going to show you how to cut a rail cut, and that's when you have a drop seat pan in your chair. It's the same markings. That's why I'm going to show you this on this same video, because you'll just make your line across the side. Remember, about 1 inch, 3/4 to 1 inch in height. Okay, and the bottom, we're going to do the same, about 1 3/8 here, but in from the side. So I've got my line along the side, I got my line along the bottom. The difference is I'm just going to cut out a 90-degree cut. It's not going to be a bevel, so I'm going to make 2 cuts. One straight down and then one in from the side. Make sure you don't cut too deep. Get in there. There we go. Looks like I've still got some cutting to do. There we go. So that's a rail cut now. And also I'd go back and smooth out these edges with my wood rasp. Make it all nice and as clean as possible. So that's how you do a bevel cut and a rail cut on a Ride Custom 2 cushion. You may also want to add cane cuts to your cushion. Simple modification. This is to get the cushion to sit back a little bit further into the wheelchair and get the shape, the contours of the shape a little bit between the back canes. So you're going to mark that, depending on the chair, mark that width that you want to cut out. In this case, I like to go about a little over an inch. I'm going to go about an inch deep as well. Just going to mark down the sides and down the sides and the back. So make sure I don't stray and kind of cut this crooked. I want to make sure I create my line. So one on the back, one on the side, and then marks along the top. Take your turkey knife, and you're just going to cut 2 times, one on each side. Almost there. There we go. Clean this up with your wood rasp tool, or coarse grit sandpaper works really well. Clean those up, and there's your cane notch. If you have any questions, as always, reach out to us here at Ride Designs. We're happy to help. Thanks a lot and have a great day.